Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Building Geonosis in Lego, the finale. Yes, it's the finale. I know we took a couple kind of months on and off and stuff like that, but I really wanted to kind of complete it kind of off the grid a little bit because a lot of it was just the plain monotony of just not really knowing what, like doing the same thing over and over again. So I really wanted to finish this up for you guys, and I'm glad to say it's finally done. Yes, Building Geonosis is finally done. If y'all saw the little teaser yesterday, y'all kind of got a little sneak peek of what it is, but I'm literally staring at it right now. All completed, all the minifigures, all the vehicles, everything is done. A lot of things is switched up in the mock when I had to kind of complete it. So this is very exciting. I can't wait to show y'all. And before I do anything else, I want to say thank you so much, guys, for the support on my channel from this mock series. And let you know, I definitely have another mock series planned out, and I'm working that in my head right now, exactly what I want to do. And this will be the next mock I do, for sure, will have a lot more variety and like building techniques to keep me interested in building it. Because I know I took a little breaks with this mock just because just building straight, like plain like ground, like with plates and stuff like that, just for like ever is really boring to me. So I will do something next time that kind of spark my imagination a little bit more, but there will be a new mock coming soon, so keep your eyes out for that. But guys, I don't see why waiting any longer will do us any good, so let's just jump right into this. And here we have everyone. We are back at Geonosis, and like I said earlier in the video, we have all of the landscape and all the like little things all complete. Now, as I wanted to show you here, this is just a regular Lego Clone Trooper Commander with some custom arms there. And I just want to back out and just show you the scale of the kind of finished product. So I'm going to keep backing out here, and there's that one Clone Trooper. And here is Geonosis, all complete. The landscape is all done now. Now there is some major changes here that I'm going to dive into that you've been watching the series overall the past almost whole year I've been doing this. We took like a big break, but this is Geonosis all said and done. Now if we kind of just go over here, there's so much just kind of little details, little rocks and stuff like that, because mainly Geonosis, the battlefield is just like kind of a barren wasteland kind of look. And this has a very rocky, different craters, different trenches, and all stuff going on. And of course, we have our giant mountain in the background. Now, if you have been watching, you notice the mountain was actually over here on this side. Basically, I flip-flopped the sides of the mock, which was able to make me be able to complete this actually. And if you notice, there's the other side of the table that the mock was actually going to be taking place throughout the whole table over here. But as I kept working on it, I realized that is so much just bland, like just plates and tile stuff that is just really not necessary for what I want to capture in this mock. And this is big enough. Hopefully y'all are pleased with how big this actual landscape turned out. So I'm pleased with that. So I flip-flopped and I kind of finished up all this other side, which is completed now, and I'm really liking how this is looking. And here's all the landscape. Now I'm going to do a little time lapse a little bit later and show y'all like putting the battle together actually of Geonosis. Now that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be its own separate video, so y'all can skip over that if y'all have already seen that. But I kind of want to dive into all the little things that I have done with the mock before we do all the big battle sequence, you know. So. First, let's start over here in this right corner. Now, this has been here for a while and has gone through some major changes throughout the whole time of building it. But if you haven't been watching, here's like a little steps that go up, kind of making like a little elevation in the mock. Now, this was a spire right here, but I decided to take that out because when I was changing up the mock, the spire didn't really work out well with the mountain and everything. But there's still a little mini command post inside. You probably can't even see in there unless I get a flashlight. But there's a little command post where like you have a little Geonosis, a little bunker here basically. Of course, we have some little spires going on, and I totally filled all that out. So I'm liking how that is looking. And there's also another little doorway on this side, and I kind of completely just kind of edge this off and have the little elevation area all right here. Now, if we kind of move over to the right side of the mock, more just basic kind of groundwork, pretty plain and pretty simple. And then we have this other area of elevation with some more rock work and such like that. Because mainly what I want to do is I wanted to make this Geonosis, but I wanted to make this a giant battle sequence. So there wasn't a lot to do for like technique wise, which is why I'm going to be doing my next mock is going to make a lot more variety in the build. Because this got really boring for me very fast, but just because of the pure just kind of monotony of doing all this. But I'm so happy how it actually turned out when we actually do the big battle sequence. So if we go over more to the other side, which is basically the same as it has been, we have another command post of here. This is going to be the droid command post. That's why it's red. Of course, we got all this other little stuff. And then, of course, we have the big mountain over here, which is going to be kind of swarming with droids and all these other vehicles and stuff like that, which is kind of like the main build of the mock. Now, I feel like I could have put a lot more technique and stuff like this, but just for like the pure like parts, there's not a lot of parts that are dark orange and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to get a variety of how we want this to look. But I'm really pleased how it turned out either way. And here we have it, everyone. Geonosis, the battle Geonosis specifically, is all completed with the whole battle scene. Now, let's just back out and just see the scale of this mock. Now, as you can see, here is the droid side, the Separatist side of the battle, and then we have the Republic side of the battle, which I wanted to portray from Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And of course, we have a big mountain over here, with a bunch of other stuff that we'll get to in a second. But yes, if you don't know, this is going to be representing the initial first battle Geonosis from Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, when all the initial forces are getting dropped off and starting to engage these Separatist forces on the other side. Now, what I want to do is I want to go through each faction separately. So I'm going to do the first Separatist first. I'll do this. And so what I want to do here is, so it was really hard to get a lot of these dark orange battle droids. So I have them in formations of 15. So I don't have as much as I would like, but I think I had got a good amount. So there's one right there, another over there. There's 4 different ones of 15. So that is I think I got a good amount of droids in this, because in the actual battle there's like thousands of them rushing up and stuff like that. But I kind of fixed that with putting more B2 battle droids in the battle scene as well, with a mixture of like I have a bunch of spider droids and droidicas, all sorts of stuff like that, and Hellfire droids. And this is actually kind of a custom one I built. This is from the initial like Lego set, but I kind of upgraded it a little bit to make it a little more accurate and cooler looking. But I also have another Hellfire droid in the back over there. And of course, the big main mock of a custom build that I have in here is these custom Separatist spider droid, homing spider droid. And I think it looks absolutely amazing, kind of the centerpiece of the Separatist forces here. And it just looks super, super cool. I'll just kind of keep going around and showing y'all each little bit of detail. Of course, you have a bunch of rock work and stuff like that going on, and little like kind of desert kind of stuff going on with Geonosis as well. And you see there's a bunch of down droids. Of course, the battle just started, so some of the droids are starting to get destroyed from the clone forces. Now, if we kind of go back over here, there's like a more of a rocky section, kind of built up a little bit, and we have actually Paul Gola Lesser and a few Geonosians at their command post. Kind of a little Battlefront reference here. I know Paul Gola Lesser is not in the actual battle, but I wanted to show him off somewhere in the mock. So we have that little like command post over there. They're defending against the Republic. They're gonna have to kind of hold that. So I kind of wanted to add a little bit of Battlefront stuff since I love Battlefront so much. But yeah, that is the Separatist side of the battle. Hope y'all enjoyed this little section. I really like putting it together, and I think this looks really, really cool. Now, if I go all the way around, we can kind of get to the back side of this and just kind of show what it looks like coming toward the all the Republic forces over there. I think that angle right there just looks really cool, especially with the gunships flying in and all that kind of stuff. But if we kind of move over here, kind of showing more of the Separatist forces, of course we have our giant kind of mountain, the kind of big centerpiece build, or not really centerpiece, I guess it's to the side, but of course, I've already shown this off plenty of times, but I actually put some stuff around here. I have some Geonosians kind of coming in, kind of realizing, oh my gosh, there's a battle going on. So they're kind of coming in and flying. They're going to try to fly at the Republic forces over there. Of course, we have a Geonosis cannon, some other Geonosians flying in and stuff like that. We have a spider droid on top that's raining down fire. And we have another little Easter egg over here. We have some Republic commandos coming in, two regular white ones, and then this black one over here, which I've had forever from Clone Army Customs. It's really old. He has a little sniper rifle right there, and he's coming in. They're taking out Geonosians from the left flank over here, trying to take over the mountaintop for they don't like bombard the incoming Republic forces. So I really like that little detail. I just think it's really cool. And then we have, like, of course, a little doorway over here, which some of the Geonosians are coming out of to engage in the battle. Now, as you can see, there's kind of like this no man's land over here, kind of just nothing's really going on, but just some more rock detail and stuff like that. There's kind of barren wasteland of Geonosis and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's just get to the Republic side. So if we kind of go all the way over here, I'll kind of start from the front and work our way in the back. Now, this is like, of course, this is not very good battle tactics to all stand up in a line and start shooting just across a field at each other. But this is how they did it in the movies. So this is how I am displaying it here today. So we, of course, we have a ton of this kind of downed clone troopers just kind of going out just because, you know, there's a ton of incoming fire coming in from the battle droid. So there's going to be some casualties there, and of course we have a ton of different kind of clone troopers. We have some regular phase 1 realistic style troopers, and then we have tons of officers being sergeants, lieutenants. We have some captains and commanders as well. And then we have, of course, we have several Jedi leading their clone troopers back into battle. We have Kadimundi there, and this guy's down over here actually. Got a medic over here. This guy's giving covering fire. And of course we have an ATTE in the front here. This is the kind of latest, like 2013 ATTE in the front, just leading the battle. And then we go across here. We have even more clone troopers rushing in to engage in the fight. Now this is like the first line, I guess. We have Luminara Unduli there. We have a clone captain, clone commander there. And they're all rushing in to battle, and I think this part just looks really, really cool. We have more clone troopers over there, and the battle line kind of ends right there, but there's more incoming reinforcements that we'll get to in a second coming from the side. And now we kind of go to the middle here. Of course, we have more Jedi coming in with their little squads of reinforcements that are coming in from the gunships. We have Kit Fisto, and we got Ayla Secura coming in with some more officers and more clone troopers. Now, when we get to back here, you'll actually notice there's actually going to be some just regular Clone Wars animated style clones. That's because I ran out of just the realistic ones, and I wanted to add some more clone troopers and make it look more epic. So I added the Clone Wars clones, which I think looks absolutely fine. It actually makes up in battle look way cooler, and I'm totally fine with that. And then we have over here, this is in the middle section over here of this trench area, we have Mace Windu leading, or actually talking to his clone commander and some other clones at their command post, kind of engaging in the battle itself. We got a few crates there. I think that looks really, really cool. Of course, we have another ATTE here. And then on the back side of here, we have some Republic gunships dropping off more incoming troopers to engage in the battle. This was a custom Republic gunship, and then this is like the 2008 Republic gunship. and you can see they're just dropping off some clones. And then we have this lieutenant over here just telling them what to do to get into battle. Of course, just kind of rushing up to the front line, which I think looks really, really cool. I love little gunship battle scenes, which I had to include at least a few gunships dropping off some boys in the battle. Now, if we come over here to this back side, we have some other clones just kind of coming into battle from, I guess they got landed off far off or engaged in a different battlefront, and they're coming to reinforce this main battle that's about to happen. Now, if we come over here, this is a little spot where they kind of took over a Geonosis little command post. You see there's a down Geonosis there, and we have and we actually have Barasafi with a few clones. She's coming to check over that they've captured this command post so they don't get like flanked or something like that. But they've taken it over, and they're just standing at attention there. And as you can see here, we actually have two different flying gunships, which I think this gives a really cool look to the mock. They're on these little clear stands that I got from a while ago. I forget the actual company, but they do a great job of actually made of Lego on the top there, and it just easily sticks in and has some great support. But this is the old school, was it 2002, 2003? I don't know, I forget exactly what year this came out, but this is the first generation gunship. And with that, I had to put in the first kind of phase 1 clone troopers they ever made, all inside of this to kind of play homage to the original clone troopers here, which I really do like the old school ones. I think they look pretty cool. But there's 4 in there. There's 2 in the little bubble turrets, and there's 2 in the pilot seats. But yeah, that is coming in to kind of engage the enemy from atop. And then if we kind of work our way in the back, we have a little guy coming on a speeder bike. He's just, he's doing his thing. He's getting his little reinforcements. We're kind of squeeze over here and go to the left side of the mock. Now, we have some more clone troopers reinforcing from the back side of the mock. I guess they got landed off in a little bit far back, and they're pushing up again to the front line. And then we have the first generation ATTE coming here. Just had to include it, just a little homage, because I really do like these classic sets. So there's that one, and then there's of course the original gunship coming in. And over here, this is like the little reinforcement side that are coming in to engage the enemy. We have some Jedi kind of pushing in with their clone troopers coming into battle, and we also have 3 saber tanks, or Republic fighter tanks, whatever you want to call them, coming in. And now I wanted to add these. We don't see them in the movie of the actual Attack of the Clones, but we do see them in the Clone Wars video game, which I really wanted to include these guys because I really think they're sick, and I really like the Lego models that Lego came out with a few years ago, and I think that looks really cool. They're kind of coming in and to the battle here. And then we also have this other Republic gunship flying in, and this actually has Yoda in it, because you know how he kind of flies across. There's that one scene where he flies off and he's looking over the main battle. This is what I was trying to display here. He has a few clone troopers in there flying off into gauge the main battle here. But yeah, guys, that is all the clone side, the clone force over here, and I think this looks pretty epic. I'm really liking how I got to show off this main kind of battle scene that I wanted to do, not obviously to the scale. There's this whole other section I was going to do, but I'm really pleased how this turned out. I don't think I could do any better with the circumstances, and I think this looks absolutely epic. The first battle Geonosis is done finally, and I hope y'all enjoyed this whole ride. Like, I started doing this in January, and it's been super great. It's just been so much fun. And I just really can't wait to actually start working on more projects in the future. And let me know down below what you might have what ideas or thoughts you of other projects you want me to start working on, other mock series or something like that, because I'm really ready to just jump right back into it, and I probably will keep this up, maybe we'll see, and just start working on that side, or maybe we'll just tear it down here soon. But I really love this, and I just can't thank y'all enough for the amazing support I've had on this mock so far. So without further ado, guys, I guess we're gonna be wrapping up building Geonosis and Lego, but I'll see y'all in a future mock series.